God be with you. I am Sir Thomas More.
It's so awesome. It's the same girl though. Hello there, great person, and welcome back to Let's Watch the Three Body Problem, or Three Body Problem, episode 2. So thank you all so much for the support you gave me in episode 1. Like, I really recorded it on a whim. I was going to watch it anyway, but some people had told me it was good sci-fi, and I already find the concepts really interesting that are brought up. Yeah, perhaps two things beforehand again. So also always keep in mind that yes, I am a physicist and I am doing a lot of psychology as well, but I'm not like a historian or anything. So if I get stuff wrong about I don't know, Chinese history or something like that, bear with me, because I just know what I heard. So I might have heard wrong things. And if I did hear wrong things, always feel free to correct me in the comments. Like, I'm pretty sure I know most of the stuff in physics and psychology, but I don't know everything about history. Though, for example, I was very interested in some Confucius stuff. But yeah, never really had the time to look it up. I mean, it's how life is. It's it's short. You can't do everything. Yeah, people have told me as well to check out the book series this is based on, and they said the physics and stuff is better there. Might be. I will probably check it out on my own. But I mean, for the show, it's okay if they dumb down some stuff. Though there is something someone told me, and shoutouts to whoever it was, that the blinking of the universe that we had as a cliffhanger last time was in the book, the cosmic microwave background radiation, like flickering and blinking, which I have to admit, that's a lot cooler. That's a lot cooler, because that basically means, because the cosmic background radiation is basically like the flare of the Big Bang, so to speak, like the heat, the light that was there at the Big Bang that's reaching us right now. So if that flickers, that might imply things like creators of the universe meddling with stuff, and that's fucking scary. Like, that's really, really scary. I really love that. And in the last episode, it was just the sky flickering. It was also scary, but you know, the cosmic microwave background connects a lot better with the God theme that is apparently going to be a thing. Also, at the end of this video, I will try to answer some of your comments from the last video. Because I can't answer them like by typing currently, because it's like too many. I'm sorry. So we will go through your comments after this reaction as well, and you can tell me if you like that. And I will release these every Saturday or Friday, something like that, until we are finished with the season. So that was a long intro. I hope you're still here. I hope you have a great day. And let's enjoy some Three Body Problem, and let's see what cosmic horrors we encountered today. Let's go.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
So there we are, universe blinking, not the cosmic background, unfortunately. Does she know, though? I mean, she was there when the message was sent. I hope we get more China stuff. That is the best part of the show currently, character-wise. How long has it been since the sky started blinking? He's gonna switch it off. Can't bear it anymore.
Blinking stars.
Oh no, he's not. Okay.
I do.
Oh, what is your theory? What?
Bullshit.
It never happened.
What?
Broad saw it happen.
Sure.
Okay. Let's continue. I had a thought. Let's see what he says.
Chaos.
Ooh. Oh, I see.
I saw it. You know why?
Ooh, it's in their minds. But so whatever we're dealing with currently is invading their minds, and I mean that's reasonable. Like, I do think that brain science and stuff, like, we are just at the beginning of that as well. First and foremost, because there is obviously like, and don't take this the wrong way. It might sound too mystical, and it's not. It's like quantum physics is involved, obviously there. My PhD supervisor told me once when I talked to him about like the brain and quantum physics. He's like, "Yeah, of course. I mean, it's electrons. They're quantum objects. What do you expect?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah. What did I expect? I don't know." So it's like basically like it's just complicated. Like it's not like your brain's not like, at least as far as we know, not like some weird thing, but it's basically a quantum computer, something like that. Like not completely, it's like a mix of classical and quantum computer, I would say. But there are quantum effects in the brain. So whoever is doing this might have indeed found or might have knowledge of the world formula, which is basically the unification of the currently prevalent theories in physics, gravitation, and quantum physics, which is like quantum chromodynamic and stuff. And often it is used in sci-fi to present why they can do stuff like super light, faster than light travel, or like whatever they have, new technology, whatever new technology they have that is mostly linked to the world formula in science fiction, because you can just say like, yeah, okay, if they understood all of that, they like basically understood everything and can derive everything from the universe. You can't really like, but like it's a nice idea, and they used it in Interstellar as well, by the way, like same premise there. That made them like go into these ships with the rotating hull, so they could have different gravity and stuff. But I digress a bit. What I want to say is that if whatever, I guess it's aliens, let's say it's aliens, or it's a company doing some weird radio testing, but I guess it's aliens, and they might have the possession of that, so they can influence quantum physics and quantum fields, and your brain like basically is connected to that, and perhaps even your consciousness, but that is just speculation and nothing substantial. In like that's like hypothesizing, and we could talk a lot about that, but I'm not going to do it here. But yeah. So I guess they can influence brains because the countdown as well, they see it with their eyes, or they think they can see it and other people can't see it. So perhaps it's even the data. Perhaps even the data that they see is not the real data they're seeing anymore. Perhaps that's the solution here. That would be also spooky, but it wouldn't be the complete universe going into disarray. Because if you can't see the right data and it's there, that's an explanation here as well. Yeah. Yeah.
It was a deep fake.
What? How is it a deepfake? You saw it. What?
Call this deep fake.
Yeah, that's as far as I got.
Does he know what a deepfake is? Like a deepfake is, yes, it is like only on a screen. Like you looked at the sky. I mean, he was high. Okay, he was high. Let's give him that.
Whatever you decide, that's the right thing to do.
Ooh, bold statement. I don't think so. I don't think so. Are we going down the guilt lane now? We've talked a lot about that, but like if you decide something, you're responsible for that. And if someone happens there, like it's your fault. And if you knew it would happen, only then I think. But like it opens you up to guilt if you do the wrong thing. At least that. So yeah. So is this August last day? I think it is. Nanotech. Oh, I love nanites. I hope they do more sci-fi with nanites.
Still a dust.
Then you'd expect variation between lines of sight.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
Any theories?
Everyone's like no. Are these researchers? They would I'm sorry. They would say any theories, but you would ask people any hypotheses, because a theory is like this huge thing. It's like gravity. It's a theory. But I guess it's colloquial. I would have spotted that as a script proofreader, though. I mean, it's fair. You do it in everyday life. Who are you, mate? Oh, 9 minutes left.
What happens?
Yeah, nice. Let's see what happens with the 9 minutes left. So what experiments are you doing here? What Are you doing like supraconducting?
The synthetic diamond is secured.
Ooh, I like that. I like that already. Like, you can do a lot with diamonds in physics. You can do a lot. Like optical computing, you can do.
Speak for all of us when I say
So in artificial diamond, that's a good step, I think.
whenever you're ready.
So by the way, did the people end themselves because they saw what happened after the countdown or not? Because, yeah, I don't think so. Oh no, I think they just have a lettuce. Oh, are they gonna slice it? Oh, they're having like nanite, like nano strings, and they're gonna slice it apart, I guess. It's cool. Would that work though? Would that work? I'm not sure, because surface tension might like immediately like close it up again if it's a nanite fiber. It's basically one atom layer. It's gonna burst. Woohoo! Woohoo! She did it. I mean, that's an achievement. So she basically could cut diamond with nanofibers. I am not a solid metaphysicist, so I don't know the exact structure of diamond, but is it like really in rows? Like are the atoms in rows? Is it a cubic lattice? I always thought it was another type of lattice. Anywhere you probably can cut it. But how would that work? Oh my god, how would that work? Because the carbon atoms are bonded in diamond, of course, so you have to cut the bonds, which is like nothing, like it's an energy bond, like it's not a real bond. You're not really cutting anything. So what you would do is you would need to take atoms, and if you let the atoms go through, they would have to bond with the diamond, like, but that would have to be a stronger bond, and I don't know how this is supposed to work. Might work in reality. Like, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It's just for me with like ad hoc, it's not really easy to explain. So it's good. You somehow cut diamond. Yes, you made history.
I have to shut it down.
Why do we have to shut it down? Why?
And I'm ordering you to shut it down.
But what is she exactly shutting down? Like, if you have the fibers, they are existing.
This is over.
Why? That's not how that works. Like, how would you stop it? It's already in the world, you can reproduce it. Like, everyone in that room has at least some knowledge about what they just did, so it can't be stopped now. I don't know what the English version of this is, but there's a poem in Germany, Magician's Apprentice, and there's a line in German. It's the German line is "Die Geister, die ich rief, werde ich nun nicht los," which is often like it says, the spirits that I conjured up, I can't take them away anymore, which is often used to describe science, like letting the genie out of the bottle. Like, if something has been thought up once, it can be thought up again. That's what the physicist by Dürrenmatt would say as well. So it's like very, very interesting stuff. Can you take back your research now? You can't. Especially not the networks. Why did it stop? Oh, is it because they want researchers to stop researching? Why though? Warning or help?
Don't you want to know why the stars flickered for you?
For you. So is it for everyone? I mean, it was on the TV. Yeah, awesome, awesome. I love the premises. Like, I still don't know what exactly they did with the diamond, but it's very interesting. Oh, Mongolia. Are you sure about that, mate? Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Several things I am thinking about right now. Why would you send it in Chinese? Why not in other languages? Probably because they're like, yeah, we're the best. I assume, I don't know. But there is a there is a plate on Voyager 1, I think, a golden plate. So it's on the surface of that probe. And on that probe, there is a man, a woman, and I think a circle for pi. So very basic stuff. Because how would they understand our language? Like, Chinese is complicated, I would assume. Like, I only know, like, I can hear the Chinese sound when they speak. It's pretty, like, it's not an easy language. I don't know how hard it is. If you speak Chinese, tell me what you think. Is it hard or not? But, you know, it's, how would they decipher? They would need like a references or something. Like, how would they decode that message if they found it? Also, sorry, God. Also, we're at the Fermi Paradox now. I talked about it last time a bit. So the question is, why have we not found alien life yet? And shouldn't the universe, if there's infinite stars, be brimming with infinite life? It's basically along those lines. And like, that's like called weird, like, because many worlds, but we see nothing. So one explanation is that everyone keeps silent because they're afraid of something out there that will just wipe them out. So if you send something into space, you should be very careful if you want to do that. Like, you could potentially place a beacon that lures aliens to your place, and they might at best enslave you if they're hostile, or at worst just wipe you off the face of the planet. So.
是费米悖论。
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get ahead of myself.
既然银河系中有几千亿
There are indeed.
星拥有和地球很像的星，
That is true with habitable zones.
就一定产生过高等智慧生命。
Yes, perhaps.
可是这些外星人都在哪儿呢？
Very nice. I like it. She did it better than I did it. There are some really stupid, like, not stupid as in intelligent, but for me personally, opinion, stupid solutions to this, like why it is. But I think we are also pretty young. Like, I might get the numbers wrong here, but I think the Earth itself is 4 billion years old. Or 2 billion years. Might be 2 billion years. And the universe is about, I think, around, and I will very roughly around 15 billion. Like, it's I think it's 14.3 or whatever, 15.3. I'm not that sure, but so if the universe is 15 million years and the Earth is like 2 to 4 million years, a billion, I'm sorry, like, it's not that likely. Like, I mean, if development is exponential, yes, but you have to consider like catastrophes from space. You have to consider virus, disease, collapse of civilization. Like, many big civilizations tend to collapse. So I don't know. I did some reactions, I think, to Fermi Paradox videos like 2 years ago or something. You can look for them on the channel. I think it's an interesting question, though. Yeah, there's someone out there. I believe that. I don't know it, of course. Yeah, of course that's too weak.
不会有谁听见的。
Yeah, nobody will hear it. It'll just dissipate. What do you think it will happen? Like,
哪儿的作者呀？
you know, because the thing is, and yeah, she will probably try to like work on it. You need a very condensed pulse, I would imagine, because the problem is it's the square law. The farther you get away, like if you send a message that goes out like this, like a bat would do the echolot thing. Like, you know how the pictures are like. Or if Zubert uses supersonic, like, it's like these waves that go further out, like sonic stuff. And light is sometimes a bit like that, though it's a different kind of wave, though, I guess. But it's the same principle. Like it also like fades out over time and over distance, and we would call that, for example, one of the things we would call it is decoherence time. So there is a time or a length, decoherence length. There is a time when you're the light wave and the signal you build, or let's say you paint it, so to speak, like this waveform you painted. There is a time and a length, and every laser or whatever has it. after which it will like be and like half recognizable and then half recognizable. So like that happens. So you have to be very, very, very. You have to build a device with a very, very, very big decoherence length to even reach the next star system. So.
那就别让他们知道。
Oh. Interesting. So she wants to contact the aliens. Interesting. I guess she's driven by research. I can understand that her father was killed for research, so she might like try to compensate for that.
答应我，保密。
Ooh, he asked it. I like that.
California.
Dr. Peterson. Let's see what kind of technician he is or physicist. Earth.
检测到木星本身发出的强烈的电磁辐射。
Interesting. Okay.
晚了13分钟。
13 minutes. Oh, it's so Jupiter sent it to the sun and reflected it back because they were on the other side of the Earth. That's so cool. Because 13 minutes light travels from sun to Earth about, what is it, 6 minutes? I don't know. Jupiter's a bit further away, but it's probably like that. That's cool.
从太阳到地球的用时18分。
Yep. That's about right. That's cool.
两者相差。
She could have calculated that with Pythagoras' theorem. That's why you learn it at school, to calculate stuff like this. I'm just joking. It doesn't... It's don't shout at me, it's probably not because it doesn't have a right angle. She just drew one.
折了木星的电磁辐射。
不光是反射，还将它放大了，
Ooh, interesting.
又发射出来。但其
How would that work, though?
当做一个超级天线。
How would that work? I don't know how that would work.
没错，我们
Like, I don't know how that would work. I assume it's sci-fi stuff. Perhaps it's possible. It's just not my area of expertise.
中国将成为星际通讯技术上的先驱。
One question, and I think that's very important here, and I find that fascinating. I've never ever thought about this before. That's why I love sci-fi so much. Assuming we do this, assuming we send it out, what do you want from them? Like, what do you want? And I know I would say, and this is personal, I would say like knowledge, exchange of ideas. That's probably what I would say, learning. But let's not kid ourselves. There are many people who like business people who would want other things, I think. There are regimes that might want to use them as allies in wars. Don't know. You know, these things like, what would the Chinese want? Would they just be like proud to be the first to be in contact? That's probably a thing. Like they would probably, like if this happened in real life, they would probably be very proud that they were the first ones. But what then? What would they want? Would they want them to adapt some of their ideas as well? Would they be content with not doing that? Like that's a very complex question. I hope they address this more in the show. That's so awesome. Never thought about that. I should have. It's obvious, but that is so cool. So cool. That's quantum physics. What did you just write? That made no sense, I think.
已经研究一阵
Or
子。
perhaps it was not an H bar, it was perhaps just a Chinese sign for A and B. Then it
我
made
们得到一
sense.
个回应的时间可能是数年之后。
I love that he tells him exactly what she told him.
我想听听他的意见。
I want her to verify work. It's her work. It's so funny.
作为电波放大器的解题思路，
Awkward. Awkward. You know that happens. That does happen. I've had that once in my life. Not to me, unfortunately, but a colleague of mine. So like a colleague of mine had a very good idea, and I will be very explicit so you don't know really what I'm talking about. So he had a very good idea in psychology, and he extended the model that they had to something else, and he was I thought it was brilliant, like it was very good. So what he did was he contacted the psychology professor of that we knew, and together with that guy, they worked it out to publish it, and they were rejected for like 5 years. And after 5 years, there was a book on the topic, and I read it, and I don't think he ever read it. The colleague that like had the idea, and in that book, the idea was published. And it was by like the one who did create the original theory that my colleague modified. So he brought the same modifications my colleague did, which is okay, that happens. But then we looked at like what papers were cited, and one of the papers was with the professor he had worked with and the guy who published it. So he was probably going behind his back all the time when they worked together. Like the psychology professor was going behind his back. Like I think and I don't know. But it was very fishy that, like, the original dude that had the original model did put out this addendum when my colleague had worked on it, and they both worked with the same psychologist on that at the same time. Like, come on, that's fishy. But I do think it is of utmost importance in science to cite your ideas. I'm not a friend of citing like word for word often. Like the only time I like to cite word for word is in papers when the words, because I do research on what students think. So if students say something, I quote that, of course, because summing it up already makes it distorted. So, but other than that, I try, if I write a paper about psychology, at least because that's more often, it's the same case, though. I try to, if there are ideas I take from other people, I will always try to sum up the idea and then give the people. And I think that's normal practice. It's not just me doing it, everyone does it. I think that is worth a damn at least. So, yeah, but what he did here was very, very, very stupid, unethical. But I guess he wants to go up the ladder in his organization. Which is interesting. But it bit him in the ass because the general already knew that he was not the best in this. So the general still asked the other scientist, Ye, I think she's called Ye. So he still asked Ye to verify it, which bit him in the ass here. I like that karma. Yeah, it's an H bar. Why is there an H bar with a 4? He's writing rubbish. You should say, it's not an H bar, we're not in quantum physics.
正确.
See, there. I do think this is an H bar equals, I don't know. I'm sorry, I know this is not important. Ooh, political symbolism. Mao. That's Mao, right? Mao Zedong. I never heard of him before I was 24, which is interesting. I'm of the opinion you should know more about him, but I mean, interesting. I never knew that the red sun was the symbol for Mao, though. I mean, I always knew that China was the land of the rising sun, or was that Japan? I'm sorry, you see, I'm very bad at history and stuff and geography. But I like that as it is a leader symbol. The sun is a leader symbol, the Sun King. I don't know who it was in France. Someone like Ludwig the 14th, Sun King. The sun is the big god of creation in old mythologies. So it's interesting that they use him. Also, is that why China's color is red? Because the red sun? That's interesting. I never knew that as well. Yeah, and they've got the red stars. He's got a red star in his cap here. Interesting. I learned so much from this. I hope it's correct information. But I like his trying to save it with, let's say that Mao did put it up 1,000 times. But she now knows how it's done. She's just gonna do it. She's gonna YOLO this. She doesn't care for politics. She just cares for knowledge, I think, because her father died for politics and had knowledge. Yep, she's just going for it. So she is a character who would risk her life for science. And it doesn't even mean, as I said, it doesn't even have to be good science. She might she might get War of the Worlds. I mean, would they even know that it's like directed at the sun? Would they check the data and stuff? Perhaps they won't notice. Wow, yeah. I would be shaking too, man. The actress is so awesome. The China storyline is so awesome. Yeah, he knows, man. No, he doesn't know. Does he know? I don't know. Wow, she's so fucking afraid. Wow, that's so awesome. They must have filters in front of the lens though, otherwise her eyes would burn. Why would you not just like put it back to where it was? Man. Wow, what's that? Is that Venus and Mars? No, I think it's the Sun and Mars or something. No, Sun and Venus, whatever. Why is her lighter not working? Get a new one. It didn't work last time as well.
Here's security footage of the alley you were in.
I knew she was a hallucination.
She was there.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
I swear to God she was there.
Yeah, it is some brain stuff. That's so awesome. Oh, someone lit her cigarette. Oh my god, that's so awesome. Oh my god, that's so fucking awesome. Oh, I love that.
It doesn't work.
Oh, that's so good. Wow, that was so well written.
It's fucking pretty weird.
So it's not just a hallucination, it's just like, what is it then? It might be reality warping already. Oh, that would be so awesome.
The strongest steel, all that shit.
All that shit.
Yeah, I mean, that can be a very terrifying weapon. But if it's just like one atom layer, like one atom string, how would that like hold together? So that is really an achievement.
Were you close to Verrier?
Vera, yeah. Vera also, I think, means truth.
Smartest person I've ever
I mean,
met.
veritas means truth, so.
Maybe that's why she killed herself.
Wow, man, that's so dark. What? It was a joke. Holy shit, man, you've got no chill.
Physicist in London just the other day.
Yeah, they want to stop progress. Why? To make us more docile or to warn us because something's out there?
Would have quit like Verrier.
Wow, the dialogue is so awesome in the show. Like, I have to say something that I don't think the characters are very, like, fleshed out human compelling, but I never care in sci-fi. And, like, the Chinese characters are very well fleshed out. I feel I already get a very good grip on them. But I don't care for that in sci-fi necessarily. Like, if there are good characters in sci-fi, like, there's even better. But sci-fi, I watch and read for the ideas. And this show already has presented some awesome ideas. Ooh, is she gonna go play the game again? Potentially. Yeah, there must be some technology inside it. Yeah, electric field. Who's the woman that says level 1?
This is insane.
Ooh, there's the bird, meaning freedom, and the pyramid at the edge of the world. Ooh, Mongolians?
I am the Count of the West.
Why did they not appear last time?
Dare you touch a man of royal...
Yes, how dare you?
You're an AI.
Yeah, yeah, he seems to be an AI. He repeats the stuff.
Follower.
Okay. That's so cool.
Choose a better name.
Yeah, it's a game.
Your mission is to solve the riddle of this.
The riddle of this world. Interesting.
All right. How about...
Is that a test? Is this the true test? Like, is that what they are supposed to... Perhaps Might not be that, but perhaps they have these golden things and they have to stop working. And I know she doesn't, like, she's not working, but perhaps the people because normally it's for the people that stopped working, and they first have to pass this test to make sure that they are ready to progress technologically. That would be awesome. That would be so awesome.
137.
137 Copernicus.
Era.
Chaotic era.
Chaotic era.
Or chaotic eras.
Movements
of the sun.
Wow. That's an awesome game.
What?
So, is the universe, are the universe's laws like changing, stable? Changing, stable? Perhaps that's it. Ooh, the sun's pretty big. Is it going nova? You can't outrun a nova. Oh wow, that's so awesome with the shadow. You're gonna die if you get outside.
There's only enough shade for 2 of us.
Okay, mate. Holy frick, what the frick is going on here?
It's too hot. She's gonna burn up.
Why don't you go outside? Perhaps that's the test. Show compassion. I don't know. What the frick is happening? Oh god, mate, what? Oh, that's so eerie. That, like, if I had seen that as a child, I would be traumatized. Holy fuck, what the shit was that? Boy, that was really disturbing. Holy fuck, that was awesome. She's just gonna roll her up. Are you fucking serious? What the shit is going on?
Those who dehydrate fast enough can be preserved. We rehydrate them when a stable era arrives.
Holy shit, what?
This is how people survive the chaotic eras?
Okay, this is... I think this might be a message from the other planet on how their life is. So it's not the universe, it's like the era. Like they have eras of like dormancy, like where they are dormant. Like it's the opposite of cryostasis, I assume. And they have active eras. That is interesting.
One of us survives. We all survive.
Wow, also some swarm-like thing, perhaps.
What do I do with her? Count!
I mean, run after him. He said you are supposed to go to the pyramid. Go. That's so eerie. It looks alien as well. Alien but familiar. Very nicely designed. Did you save? Is it like Dark Souls? It automatically saves.
Mall children who fuck with his prophets. Now he's blinking stars to show some...
That is such a weird thing to me, the God question here. I have a big problem with it in most debates, because I don't really know what the people mean by it. Here I assume the biblical God, which for me would mean there's a sentient being, like it should be sentient, that God in the Bible, I think it would be sentient, like a sentient entity. Like those two criteria have to be met for the biblical God, I think. But what if God is different? Like, what if it's more complex or completely strange? Or like, then it wouldn't be the God we believe in, but it still could be something like a God. Like, what even is a God? That is so interesting. That is so interesting. I think the thing is here, I think a problem I see with this is often we use the word God, but we assume from the word what it is, and not like we don't get experience and say like this is God. Like people do that, don't get me wrong, of course they do that. But like when we are like, is this God? Like then like it's like there is a lot of baggage coming with that. So I don't know. For example, let's say there is an entity, sentient entity that created the universe through a computer or whatever. we could call it God then. Yes, I think I hope you follow me. So let's say that is then God for this universe. Like the God of this universe is someone from somewhere else, whatever you want to understand by that, that created this universe with a snip or a computer or magic. Don't care what it is. Let's just start there. What does it mean here? Why would it matter? Why would we listen to that? Because even if that entity, and I'm really speaking about something like an entity, like the sentient entity, why would we care for what it wants with us? It would mean we are just tools. And I guess then it also would have to be faith to trust that entity, but it's not what I would understand as God. You know what I mean? It's still a thing. It's like God is more like supreme, so to speak, to something like it's so weird for me. So I never understand in these stories, or like I understand it, but I don't think it does a God justice. I don't think it just God's justice to say this was God's work. Because why? What would God want then? Like it makes him so low for me. It's weird. Anyway.
But if science tells you that something's impossible and it happens anyway, it means one of two.
You need a better theory.
Or it's a scam.
Either science is wrong, it's a scam, or you have interpreted your data incorrectly.
Yes? Yeah.
Oh, is Jack gonna try and be a dick to the count to guy?
It's probably a beta tester.
Nah, this is not beta anything.
That's obviously alien. I know they're in the story and don't know yet, but that's so obviously
I don't
alien.
understand. This was indistinguishable from reality.
Do you need a password or anything to log in?
He's gonna try it now. Have fun, mate.
Okay.
Will it work for him, though? Oh, it will. Yeah, also it goes through the eyes into the brain, by the way. The actor's really good, by the way. I like him a lot. Oh, it's a beetle. So there is life in this desert world.
You were not invited.
That tells me she was invited. Interesting. Why was she invited? Why was she invited?
Oh, I could feel the coal. I could taste
Yeah, it's interfacing with your brain.
beyond the current state of the art. This is. I mean, we're talking about 50 years, 100.
200. Yeah.
Playing before she killed herself. What if this had something to do with it?
No, like not directly. I don't think it caused her death, though. But it's also one of the alien things that arrives. I don't think the helmets cause it, though. Because Audrey, or whatever her name is, saw it as well, and I don't think she has this. If she has it, and that's like the game that then causes it, that would explain some stuff, but I don't think it's like that.
Oh no, that's just fucking absurd.
Are you gonna get killed again, mate? Is that a joke?
Where are you?
Yep, I so think that's the joke.
Nobody would make this game for something that boring. There has to be a bigger mission.
That is true. Yeah.
Is Jack fucking Rooney getting his mortal fucking revenge?
Oh, you're gonna try to fight that girl? That's pretty funny. That's cool. Why though? How are people choosing?
I guess she's not cutting your head off.
I love these scenes like that with the policeman, the old building. Why did he sleep there? Oh, he was high again.
If I stopped working, then the countdown would stop, and I stopped working, and she was right. The board wants to fire me. I mean, of course they want.
Yes. why would you even care? It's running, like, in these... I guess this is TV stuff, because in reality everyone, like she would be the last person knowing how exactly it works, probably, because most in research groups it's the yes, the supervisors do know what's going on, of course they do, but it's the PhD students most of the time who actually build the stuff and make it work and iron out the errors and stuff. And many PhD students working together, creating projects. Like, obviously the professors work as well, don't get me wrong, of course they do, and they give input and stuff, but they're not the sole people why it works. Like, they do important stuff, very important stuff, but also guiding stuff and doing decisions. But they don't create everything and know everything, and no one else does. Like, it's like this myth of the scientist that's working alone again.
Can we go get a cup of coffee or something and just talk about it?
What is their relationship? He clearly wants to bone her, but she doesn't want to bone him. So is she friend-zoning him? Or is it like, are they just friends and they're having a friendship debate here? And he doesn't like that. I'm very bad with this relationship stuff sometimes, even if it's obvious. You're probably shouting at me right now. It's okay.
It's not cute anymore.
So it is a relationship stuff. I'm not sure he meant the coffee grabbing as like getting closer. I think he just wanted to be like, hey, I made a mistake, let's drink some coffee. Like, but it's these things are hard. Relationships are hard. So is that his wife? I guess it's his wife. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, 49 is probably his wife.
I thought I was the only one. Sorry.
Oh. Hello, weird hallucination woman. Alien woman. That's good. Why is she appearing to him? Because he's also getting dangerously close to something, I guess. So she wants him to stop. But what's driving him? What's his drive? What does he want to make right?
It's obscene, isn't it? How fragile we are.
Oh yeah, you're so an alien entity. We're so fragile, we break.
Stupid mistake. It's gone.
Whose mistake was it, though? It is the alien girl, right? Might not be. I don't know. I'm bad with faces.
Breast cancer.
Oh, that is harsh, man. Cancer's such a fucking shit farce. Shit thing. You know what I mean. Cancer's so bad. Oh. It's also one of the things you can be so rich and so powerful and still gets your fucking ass. I hate cancer so fucking much. Oh man, nothing he could do.
Your dad?
Shot in the head.
Oh, we shot him in the head.
Don't be. No, it's a good way to go.
It's quick. Yeah. It is. Don't know if that's good though. You can't say goodbye.
Keep warm, mate.
I will.
Whoever that actress is, she's nailing the creepy vibes. She's like a child. And now she's probably gone. No, she's still there. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. It wasn't her dad, obviously it wasn't. She was just pretending because she's an alien, I think. Or something else. I don't know what she is. What is that? Did he get his cap? Yep, he did. Who's sending these out? That's so creepy. Oh, he's got a castle. Why does he have a
Old
castle?
England, is it?
Is it using his DNA to create this scenario? Because the other woman, I think she was from Tibet or Mongolia or whatever, and he's probably from England. So it might use some of the DNA to create this scenario to make it familiar to them. I don't know.
God be with you.
it's so awesome. It's the same girl though. It's so stupid.
Sir Jack Rooney.
You need to choose a better name.
That is so dumb. And she's like, oh, I'm the alien, I guess.
Potentially be an infinite number of Jessicas or Vishal.
No. This is something, no, I'm sorry, no, mate. Oh, he's got the, okay, so let's analyze. So he's got the Big Bang here, the little Feynman graph. I think it's scattering. Is it scattering? No, it's just the emission of a photon. But yeah, so he's got the Big Bang here. By the way, this is obviously not a visual representation, like it's something like a stroboscopic representation. Though I did some research and like I asked several students in like 9th, 10th grades draw what the Big Bang looks like. Many like just draw like an explosion, which is also not what it looked like. But some do this because they saw it in text and they were like, yeah, this is how Big Bang looks. Like it's this represents the different phases of the Big Bang. Like here's the galaxy phase. Anyway, let's not digress too much here. Many worlds theory. I actually wrote a paper with a colleague of mine that that does hint at least if you go by that frame that there is nothing like that, because it would, if you go down that road, it would in fact what do you say, tamper with, destroy, I don't know the right word here, sorry, conservation of energy. So conservation of energy, so you would have to buy that there is no conservation of energy, and then you could have a many worlds theory in quantum physics. And what it basically is you know, there are quantum states. They are in what is called a superposition. You can think of it like, and many people think of it like, there's a sphere, like, or a ball, like just imagine a ball, and there is an arrow in the ball, and if you measure, no, that's a dumb explanation. I should be able to do better. So at least like you represent it as a ball, but if you measure the arrow not up or down, like you could say you could say it's up. If you measure if it's left, like, or right, which is like, you would say like, why would you do that? Like nothing would happen. It's like there's nothing here. But in fact, it will randomly go left or right if you measure it. I will not go too much into it why that is, but the many worlds theory will say like that's the measurement result. It will randomly go into left or right. But the many worlds theory will say every time that happens, two universes are created, one where it's left and one where it's right. You know, that's the gist. And as I said, it's like if you use topology to express quantum physics, which I and my supervisor do, or did a lot for some 2 or 3 years, we, so to speak, translated all of quantum physics into topological language and functions. And that was done by other people as well, like not only us. So in that language, it would destroy conservation of energy. So, but then again, I'm biased here, obviously. So many people, many popular people say it, and it's a cool sci-fi concept, like many worlds theory. It's a cool sci-fi concept. But yeah, it's like, from my point of view, it's opinion, because it is an interpretation. Still, like, not very likely.
Mr. Downing's in the multiverse. And some physicists even...
Oh, wait. The thing he had here was, by the way, that was interesting because it's relevant. This is like dispersion, so to speak, in this direction. So if you have a signal here and you imprint it here, and you send it through light years, like it will be like this and washed out and very like distorted. Anyway.
In an infinite number of elsewheres, an infinite number of times.
If a professor said something like that, I would leave the class. That's bogus. Like, that's such mumbo jumbo what you just said. There is a very big branch of quantum healing and stuff where they and I because some of my students, or the students I teach, are becoming physics teachers, and I try to make them aware of these things flying around. And there are like quantum healing web pages. They're like, and they just use buzzwords from quantum physics and put them in sentences, and they make no sense internally. And they use them incorrectly and stuff. Like, it's really rubbish. And they like sell you a rod of wood for $2,000, and are like, yeah, this is quantum healed, and you can heal yourself. And they will sell it to you as a last ditch hope for something like cancer, which is reprehensible as fuck. So, yeah, I don't know. So, like what I said, what I meant with the mumbo jumbo was that like the way he talked was like not reflected. Like, you can say stuff like that, but you should always be like, is this opinion? Is this fact? Like, for example, the same way I talked about my bias with the many worlds theory. Like, that's like how I see it. Other possibilities are there. And if like I give it to me, he said like, yeah, perhaps there are many infinite views and stuff. But it really rubs me the wrong way to put this into a physics class. It's... Anyway.
In many other worlds.
The thing is, what I would criticize here is not that what he says itself, because I've thought about stuff like this, but I would give him that I believe, not know, I believe that consciousness is linked to quantum effects, at least in part, because obviously it's in the brain, in the nervous system, that's electrical. I've been over this today. So I do think that consciousness is connected somehow with quantum physics, obviously, but as there is no many worlds theory, you would not live on in another world. What you might be, and this is completely conjecture, and perhaps also sci-fi thought of mine, that it is like the consciousness is just like linked to your body, but lies in another like area, dimension, field, shape, a layer, whatever you want to call it. It's just connected in a few little disconnects. Don't know. That's sci-fi talk by me though. Like, that's something I would write in a sci-fi book if I ever wrote one, and you know. Okay, I get why he did it. I'm sorry. I talked a lot here about the physics stuff, but obviously he said that with the consciousness living on his hopes for his friend to still be somewhere. And I mean, that's in part where the beliefs for the after death are from. Like, he creates his own belief system here to because it would be so cool if she was still somewhere, because we want that. We don't want to lose the loved ones. As Heiter and Frieren would say, afterlife would be convenient. I love that line. It's because otherwise they're just gone, and you can never see them again as well. He is very well done and acted as well. And this fucking shithead is here. I know he's excited here for his game, but I'm so confused why he's not sad. He might bottle it up.
So we go outside, and I put this.
Wait, are there consciousnesses at the other planet, and their quest is literally to revive them because their era ended, and now the aliens have to be revived, and they have to do that, so if they complete the game, the other planet will be revived, and then they potentially invade or help us?
She's dating an admiral.
I have pancreatic cancer.
Oh shit, man. Oh shit, man.
It's spread all over.
So he wasn't sad about his friend's death, but he was depressed. Even more what I said, like the belief he forms here from physics, which like physics does open up areas into belief, because as I said, it's not like mutually exclusive, but it's not the same. So, but in physics there are things where you could start belief from.
It's like...
Yeah, I would have said 4 months, but I don't really know about cancer, so...
Fuck that, we'll go to Switzerland. We're fucking good.
I'm too far gone, mate.
Yeah, stage 4. I don't know, but I think it's the highest one everywhere.
Fluff the pillows on the sinking ship.
Oh man, that's so sad.
My money says they're wrong.
Oh, that's so... Oh. Whew. Yeah. I get him. Like, he seems to be a character that's very in the world, Jack. Doesn't let anything get to him, and he always finds the solution for cancer, man. And he has to be very careful not to drag him down, his friend here. Because if he goes into this, let's heal it, we can fix it, we can. It's a bit like The Fountain, again. Like, I don't know. Do you know the movie The Fountain, where the one scientist is like looking for a cure for his wife's cancer, and he goes like into the rainforest and tries new plants and stuff, and the wife's like, mate, just let's please spend our last days together, please. And he's like, no, I'm gonna search for a cure. And then she dies in front of him, and then his colleague runs in, hey, we found the cure for cancer. And then he goes on into like madness. Like, that's the movie, but like, I didn't spoil really a lot, but, and this is like, Jake has to be careful here to not put himself over his friend here, who probably suffers greatly. And yeah.
You fucking come on.
Yeah, he's really angry.
Physics because you thought you weren't smart enough.
Wow, man. Yeah, he's being an asshole here, but I think he does it to protect his friend in his warped way. That's... wow, man.
Giving up on your own fucking life.
Yeah, see, man, that actor, I love him so much. He's so good.
Fuck that.
Yeah. He's egoistical as fuck here. Like, but that's his character. He's probably the best English character we have here, I think. And the CIA man, or whatever. Then again, there have been reports of cancer going away with belief, I think. Placebo or something. But I'm not in that field. I just heard that it might be rubbish. How long has she been there? Ooh, the moon on the door. I love these old reliefs, or whatever they're called, murals.
We are caught in the chaos of imbalance.
That is true, you are.
Yes, get on with it.
I love the Emperor watch.
Can predict the movements of the sun.
Ooh. Yeah, it's an alien world and the sun is moving weirdly. Perhaps it's a binary system and they don't know. I'm unfamiliar with how they did it in old Chinese times, the prediction of the astronomic cycles, because they indeed are, yeah.
It's beautiful, but it's not scientific.
What does that mean? Yeah, please explain it. Why?
It's divination. It doesn't follow any physical law.
Does it though? That's so interesting. I do not, and you will be surprised probably, I do not hate divination or stuff. It's I really like it as an idea. And I like it in fantasy stories a lot as magic. The same way I really like alchemy. Because divination and alchemy are the first paths to science as far as I am concerned. Because it were the ideas that we could interact with the world with rules. Like, there are rules in the world and we can find them. The basic premise is the same as in physics. The rules was arbitrary in part, and that's the problem, of course. But it's what I said. I hope I said it last time. Perhaps I haven't. But it's the most central thing. Physics models the world, as does every science. Every science models an area of the world. And it is of utmost importance that your model, that the model you use is the best one you know. And no model is perfect as well. As I said probably last time, we don't have a unification, and I said it today, we don't have a unification of gravity and quantum physics, we don't. So our model, the model of gravity and the model of quantum physics, they don't fit, they're not good enough, you need to find a better one. That's what physics isn't. That's what we always try to do. Better models, better models, better models. You will never find the end. Never. That's the point. If there was an end to the models, there would be no science anymore. It's like utopia. You try to model yourself towards a utopia, but never comes. You try to minimize your errors, but you will never be on point because there are always errors. Do you know what I mean? This principle of always trying to be better and better and better. And it started with divination and stuff. You had basic laws, and then the point is you have to let go of them if they don't work anymore. Or at least you have to be skeptic if they don't work anymore, and you have to try to find better ones really, really quickly then. And then those better ones will take their place, and then the better ones will come, and then the better ones will come, and then the better ones will come. And one day you will go into physics and you get more precise. You will use mathematics, and you will get more and more precise laws and theories and describe the world so good. That's the point. So I would never love a divination.
Everything we've observed to be true about the world.
Oh God, dangerous, true. That is such a stupid, fucking dumb word. And I'm so curious what many of my colleagues will say to this, but I don't think it's the right word. It's everything like the way they use true is it works so well that we pretend or believe that it's the truth. Truth also here is this idea that you believe in. So you believe your laws to be the truth here. Because as we said, for example, and this makes a very good case, actually, laws of physics currently don't work for them anymore. So normally physicists, they believe that their laws will always work. It's a belief. It's rooted in belief as well. So I don't know. And she's saying it like, physical laws are the truth. I would contend that. Not in principle. I know what she means. I would sign that, obviously, immediately. But the words are chosen very, very weirdly here, and I think there should be a lot more debate on what that means. There is truth in physics. Physics is good enough, and in some areas it isn't. That's why we use it. And it's good enough so many times that we say, hey, let's just say it's truth. Everyone knows what this means. It's like good enough for almost everything. That's why we consider it so high that we call it true. Like it's not logic.
Your imperial
Sorry, mathematics is something where you could say there is truth in mathematics. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, mathematics is probably the closest thing to truth in logic. Like, you also have to put axioms forward first, and those axioms are belief again. Like in everything, the axioms are a belief. You believe in the axioms that they are true, and in mathematics, the axioms, they're so obvious that it's very easy to do that. Like, it's like everyone would be like, yeah, of course. But physics, no. Physical laws are not true. They're just so well working and consistently working that we're like, yeah, we should be like, yeah, this is the best thing we have. And we teach that and we try to refine that. But for example, as we talked about it in physics, one of the axioms in physics is laws don't change. We believe in that. Otherwise, our,
complete. It will answer your question.
Will it, though? That's such an awesome visual. Ooh, I love that sign.
Era for 63 years.
What exactly did he do? Ooh, the sky.
The days fly past.
What is her role here? What's she supposed to do?
Put your hand on the ground. It speeds up time.
Oh, it's so dumb. I love it. Also, by the way, something I just noticed, and I don't know how important this is, but I find it fascinating here. She's like, no, divination is rubbish because I don't understand it. But now her world doesn't make sense. So divination might explain her world. I don't think they will go down that road, that divination is a real physics or something that we just don't understand and is spiritual or whatever. Don't think they will go down that road, but they might. But that's so interesting. Like, she loves the divination, but divination might give better explanations to physics right now than,
I advise you to awaken your dynasty and let it prosper.
Is that wise, though? Wow, I don't know why, but this is fucking eerie. Why is this so eerie? This rehydrate is really alien, I love it. The models did walk too fast. Wow, the effects here are so fucking awesome. But why I don't get is like the Emperor obviously is the palace and protected and always survives. Like, why does he care? Like, it would just be an inconvenience if everyone got like burnt again. Perhaps I don't understand something. Oh, that's just so disgusting. I mean, now it's not anymore, but it was. Also, rebirth in a way. I love the symbolism of rebirth. That tower reminds me of the confession dial in Doctor Who, though. But what's her role? She didn't do anything, she just sped up time. She probably made a mistake. Why does she have clothes on and the others are naked? Probably because it's a child. Yes. Yeah, the sun is going far away. That's so weird.
No.
Ooh, it's leaving and everyone's gonna freeze. Oh god, that is so eerie. Wow, eyes, they're all gonna fucking die. Ah, man. Wow, that is so terrifying. Mass panic, man. Where are they going? Trying to get inside? She probably was supposed to speak up. Yep, that's about what I thought. Yep, hello. That's the other thing. Holy shit, man. Wind dies down and everything else dies down. God. I know that was a bad pun. So can she just reset it? So how does their sun move? Like, it went away and very close. I mean, it's so their planet's on an it's an ellipsis, so it's a very big ellipsis, the orbit, like a very narrow ellipsis. That's why this happens, I guess. We're on an ellipsis as well.
By extreme cold.
Oh, oh.
Of science over mysticism.
Congratulations.
Must use science to save the next civilization.
Oh, it was just to show her that science is probably the better solution in this one. Yeah. I like that though, yeah. 3 bodies again. Oh, so it is a game, and someone on Earth is controlling it. Or is that an alien? I don't know. Oh, is that the... I'm not sure. Perhaps I know the actor.
I received a complaint about you, Clarence.
What did I do now?
Yeah, what did he do now?
Why?
Who would give a shit?
No need. I sacked the guy who made the complaint.
Yeah, right. Like, what the fuck, man? I mean, that's harsh as well to the guy who got sacked, but like, so he's a powerful character. But you know, it's like, if I don't like smoking, like, and I wouldn't have anyone smoke in my office. You can be sure of that. But if someone has an office and they want to smoke inside, I mean, no one's inside. Let them. I mean,
if he's worrying about you, he's not.
But
worrying about
then again, someone. So yeah, yeah. Then again, he had a visitor when he smoked.
Anti-science politicians around the world.
I'm not going to comment on that. That would go down a rabbit hole.
There's someone behind everything. You just have to dig.
That is true. Or it might be just natural.
I called it the wow.
That is true.
The astrophysicists go, wow.
I think nowadays we know it was a gamma ray burst or a supernova or something like that. I think they found that out, what it was likely.
Except for one observatory.
Ooh, interesting.
That's probably nothing.
I love that he's now just smoking in front of him.
Guess where he lived in 1977?
Ooh, interesting. So who is it? She's gonna meet him here, I guess. Oh, is it that her boyfriend dude that she saved? Yeah, she's all for nature. I love that. She wants to preserve, but also wants to go forth. That's an interesting conflict in a way, I think, because you can go back to the Stone Age, but then you don't have science and everything. Like, or you go with science and with all the baggage and terrifying things and reshapings of the world it does and create. That's so interesting. Like, everything's a double-edged sword, I think. And so science, I mean, science, as I think said, is an instrument. And how you use it depends on the people. So there he is. Hello, mate. Oh, and he does have Silent Spring, yeah.
What's he? 咖啡没有，好几年。
Oh, that must suck. How is he gonna work? Like, scientists turn coffee into knowledge. At least I try to do.
I'm trying to save lives.
Whose lives are you trying to save?
I'm trying to save a bird, a subspecies of the northwestern brown swallow.
Okay.
Work faster than one person can.
You planted all those trees yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like you. So perhaps that is like she will they will go together, and that's why she's in America. Perhaps, don't know, but
how many people get the chance to save a species?
Ooh,
Every year because of the greed of one.
That is also, I don't know if that's true. I know many people say it. But I have read that, yes, that is like, it is a true statement. There are many species going extinct every year, but there are more discovered than go extinct, which doesn't excuse the extinction, of course. Like, don't get me wrong, of course not. But something like everything has two sides. And again, that's so like... That's such a complicated topic again as well. Like, is it the drive of evolution that makes humans do that? Like, is it the ultimate evolution? And will it always end in nothingness? Or will it always, or like, can it end in us prospering and going to the stars and doing something good? Or why would evolution even want us to be good or something? Are we just an accident? Like, it's so interesting.
We're looking for a site to build a radio astronomy laboratory.
Oh.
People will destroy it, ruin an entire ecosystem for a radio lab.
What a conundrum for her. That's exactly what I was talking about. Like, she likes nature, but she sent the signal out. She also wants research. What will she choose here? She can't have both. In many cases, you can't have both the things you want.
It doesn't trouble you? The stupidity of the people?
I don't know. I think trying to live in symbiosis is probably the best thing. But nature can also be fucking scary and like very dangerous. Like, you can get mold, you can get viruses, diseases, all that stupid shit. Like, it's not only every species is valuable because it's a species and we will prosper from it. It's also, yes, every species might be valuable, but man, the species that are valuable can also like end you. Like, that's like such a complex thing. I've thought a lot about it, but not enough, I think. So I think we will leave it at that.
他说什么呀？
他懂了。
Yes, I understand. Please go.
Why did they go to him in the first place to ask for permission? Couldn't they just be like, hey, it's our land? Yeah, man, but yeah. Did she stop them?
太琼是隐患，基地建在那里，恐怕将来与地方上的关系会有麻烦。
What does that mean?
我知道这么做你会失望。
Will she play the "you betrayed me" card now? I don't know.
8年来工作做得不错，不要前功尽弃。
Oh, 8 years. Wow, that's so long.
让我看看里面有没有对基地有用的人。我看了，里边有一个叫唐红。
But what is with that woman?
66年，在清华大学的一次批斗会上。
Ooh, that's the one that killed her father, I think.
那个教授就是叶哲泰。
So he gives her revenge. Holy shit, that's so fucked, man. What will she do? I can't wait for this. Can't wait for this. What will she do? What person is she? Oh, she didn't grow older a lot. What happened to her arm? Probably crushed by the work. Or perhaps cut off for her deeds. Probably shook her to death. I hope they address that.
现在是新时代了，一切都了结了。
没有。
Dangerous to say, I agree. The past is not finished. If you say that, you've lost something that you cannot reclaim and you will die as a civilization. I do think there are some problems right now that go in that direction as well. Like, learn from the past and try to make it better, but don't assume that you know how it works. It's Chesterton's fence, I think. It's a philosophical idea. And I've heard it brings to fall many big things in time. And it is basically the idea. So it's a little story. So there's a fence, and there is this. So there's David. David goes to school every day, or to work every day across a field with sheep, and there's a fence. And he's like, man, I have to climb that stupid fence every fucking day. What am I gonna do now? One day he tears it down because it's useless. Like, why would we need the fence in the middle of the field? Next day, all the sheep are dead. And I don't know, something else terribly has happened because the fence was there for something that he didn't know. And things are in place, and you might think, for example, traditions and stuff, they are in place for reasons, and we don't know. For example, do you know why you put up a Christmas tree if you do? Or why you celebrate Easter? Like, with the bunny? Like, why do you do the bunny? Like, I know it's like biblical stuff, but why do you take the bunny? Do you know that? Why is there an Easter bunny? Why do we celebrate an Easter bunny if you do that? Like, assuming you do that, but those are traditions. Like, why are we doing them? Why do you tell your children that Santa Claus is gonna be mad if you don't behave all year, and frighten them? Like, shouldn't you stop that? Shouldn't you not frighten your children with the story of an old dude that comes to your house once a year and has a list on what you did wrong? Shouldn't we stop that? I mean, it could disturb the poor children, but why is it in place? So many things in culture are in place, and some of them are sawed at. Like, they are sawing at them. I don't know if it's the right pronunciation. It's so dangerous, I think. It doesn't mean that you can't change and improve things, but you have to be very careful, and you have to think it through, and you have to ask yourself why the things are there in the first place, and you have to really think it through and not go at it, I think. Again, opinion. I think you have to think through it and not just assume it's some stupid idiot's idea that didn't know better. Like the divination stuff as well, by the way. Like, don't assume that, don't think you're more intelligent than the people who came before you. You're probably, like, I am probably dumber than most of the people that came before me, by the way. Like, I think that. And even if I'm not, I still should probably first assume that. And if it proves to be that I was cleverer, that's great for me. But, you know, I think we should be very careful with what we tear down of the past. And that's why I love what she says here again. It's science is built on the past as well, like data and hypotheses and mistakes as well, like in science. Like, it's such a crime that mistakes in science are publicized. Like, so yeah, past's never finished. And if you finish it, you finish yourself.
不该忏悔吗？
那谁给我忏悔呢？谁来补偿我失去的？
Oh, what have you lost?
晚上睡在地上，听着远处的狼叫。
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
生生割下。
I mean, that sucks, but why should she care? You killed her father in a rage, in a fit. Why is she telling her that? Like, that would be a very weak... Like, and people like that exist, of course. So, like, it's about me. I'm the victim here. I also hurt. Like... But the way she, like, the actress acted it when the father was killed, it told me that she did feel something. So I hope that is brought up here. Like, I don't know. But, and then again, was she sent to the wheat fields because of her doings in the revolution, or just because people were needed there? Because at least in North Korea, and I've read on the situation there, like, children and people are, like, expected to do community work all the time, except for, I think, Saturdays and Sundays. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, it might have just been her normal life.
那时候我还只是个孩子。
Yeah, she regrets. See.
我也是个孩子。
Yeah, she really regrets that. Like, the actress here, I think this is the best actress currently in the show. Because, like, the nuances of character she brings here is so fucking good, man. Like, she plays the guilty, playing a real guilty, like a real looking guilty person. It's fucking hard. And I've seen it rarely, and she does it to perfection here. Awesomely done. Whoever this actress is, I hope she does a lot more great stuff, and I think she will. Holy fuck, man. So good.
那是。学术权威的女儿当然聪明。
Oh, we're gonna put that in, yeah.
你的脑瓜子救了你。
Yeah, it did.
你今天跟我一个下场。
So what? Like, what's her point here?
但他却没能躲。
Very well done dialogue.
会像割胡麻一样，直接把它割下来。
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
没有人会忏悔。
What does she mean by that? No one repents. Interesting. I do think she does really, like, the actress, at least the way I read that scene. Either, like, I do think she really fucking regretted it, but she went down that road, and as I said in the last episode, it changes you, really changes you if you, as far as I know from literature and reports and stuff, like, it changes you if you end someone's life. And she changed, and she wants to, like, and she had all these arguments you put forth here, like, they were shallow, and, like, they were in a way justifications, like they felt like they had hollow justifications for her actions because she thought about it and she came up with all these justifications to make her feel somewhat better. She still regretted it. And she said, I will still mow him down like weed now. You're just so angry at where you are now. What are you looking up? Oh, the signal. You're probably going to get an answer now. The wow signal, perhaps. Ooh, how scary can a line graph be? Very scary. So 8 years? That's 4 light years, so that's Proxima Centauri. So what does that code mean she's looking at? Do not answer. What? How did it translate there? That's so fucking creepy. I'm a pacifist in this world. You are lucky that I am the first to... Oh, that's so fucking scary, man. Oh my fucking god. Wow, that is fucking terrifying. Do not answer. Yeah, Fermi Paradox solution I was talking about. Holy shit, man. I love cosmic horror so much. I love cosmic horror so fucking much. This is why I love cosmic horror. The only reason why she would answer this is because she thinks humans are worthless on the planet and they're like, because she's an environmentalist and her point might be, we are destroying the planets, perhaps those people, if they eradicate us, the planet will bloom again. And then I always wonder, and this is like really an open question, like I don't have an answer. Why is it so important that like we restore the planet to what it was, like with all the green and the ecosystems? And like, I can only give the reason because it feels right. You know, that's would be my reason, because that's not like something I think a lot about. Like I do think we should really take care of the environment, and like locally I really try my best to do a bit about it. But you know, I like a good reason to this. I don't really have that. Like, why? So. Yeah, she's doing it. She wants to kill humanity, I think. Because she wants to save nature. Because they said conquer, not vanquish or destroy or eradicate the planet. They said conquer. She hopes for them to be better to nature. Just assumptions, I don't know if that's the case. I do wonder how they can decode the messages though, but I guess that's a sci-fi license. What is she writing? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it actually. Holy fuck, this is brilliantly written. What the fuck? This is awesome. Oh, I love that. I love that. That is so well written. Holy shit, man. So she knows. So she knows in the present as well. I will help you conquer this world. Holy shit, man. Oh, the environmentalist debate. I might need to talk more about it, what I think there. But again, that's then just opinion. Like, I'm not an expert on that. So, but it's an interesting topic. And it's like a very, like the topic is very recent, whatever you say. Perfect. That was perfect, man. That was so well written. Holy shit, man. Yeah. Ominous closing theme playing. Holy shit. This is awesome. This is fucking awesome, man. Don't know how long this reaction is again. Perhaps some of you are again here. I will hopefully have some time to go through some comments now. You know what? I think I will do that in a separate video. So, and then you have some time to answer. I will do a video about comments on this video and the one before. I think that's because it's very late here. So I will do that. So because there were some very good comments, like all of them were great, but there were some comments where I wanted to really answer them. I read them all. So we will do that next time. So feel free to comment here, and last video I will do a probably long video answering all the comments. So I hope that's okay. Anyway, that's like awesome thing. We went into many territories today, but then again, that's how it is. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're still here. And also check out my Cosmic Horror Story universe. You can listen to it for free on Withers22's channel. And it's linked as always in the pinned comment. And it's also about cosmic horror, basically. And yeah, I think you might enjoy it if you like cosmic horror like this. It spans over multiple stories, and in the background there's horror. Anyway, I'm done advertising now. I hope you have a very great day. See you soon. Bye.
He looked into my eyes, and I almost threw up from guilt. I'm angry and sad, but I also know that something like this happens every few generations. It happens to remind us that something endures in the mountains, deep within the rocks, that the past is still here, resting beneath the hills, and occasionally it sends its nightmares up to us.
If you enjoyed this little tease, consider checking out my new story, The Waters That Hated. It is available now for free on Withers22's YouTube channel. Link is pinned in the comments. Thank you for watching and take care.